Here we are. Okay. Let's get this going. All right, guys. I just wanted to make a quick announcement. We are going to be doing our group activity here in any moment. I just want to make sure that if you did want some tea, that you know that there is tea. This is a tea party. The tea is over there. We're making Arnold Palmer's right now. Alice is also here. If you haven't seen the wonderful Alice, she's here, folks. And she's here to answer questions, and also she's got some cool things if you want to go and see her at some point. Thank you, Alice, for being here. Like I said, group activity will be happening. We have tea sandwiches, tea snackies. Those are inside. Those are available for purchase at the kitchen counter. We also have the bar open in case you are looking for things other than tea. So they have twisted tea if that's what you're into, just so you guys know. We will be doing our group activity here in any moment, so don't go too far. And, well, just hurry back if you do go far. Like I said, those things are open and we would love for you to check them out. Also, you did see me pull the stickers back. That was not supposed to be a sleight of hand. We are trying to pay the Floss Boss's house off. It was a very expensive house. And if you like, we are selling those stickers. They're very quite nice. We got them from Sticker Giant off of Sugar Mill Road, if you believe that, in Longmont, where an old sugar mill was. So it would be dope if you consider getting one of those. We also had t-shirts made just for this occasion. There's some very fine t-shirts by our friend Chalafe, and they came all the way from California. He drove them here yesterday. So
they're in the back.
Check them out. There's epic tie-dye.
Very high quality.
Epic tie-dye. And the Floss Boss himself is on those t-shirts, so be sure to check them out. All right, I'm going to let the music play, and we're going to get back here for a group activity in just a few moments.
Thank you, Nick.
Good job.
No. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
Yeah, me and you were.
I was about to put it on my mouth. Yeah. Makes more sense.
We're selling. It's two in the pack. So you get the Floss Boss. Hey Alice, Aaron is borrowing a teacup. I just wanted to let you know. Aaron, Alice. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the microphone is not going to cooperate with me, so I get to throw my voice. How y'all hearing it? Can you hear it okay? Can you hear it in the back there?
We can hear you.
All right, we're doing good then. This is the portion of the day where we're going to do our group activity. So, hey, let's do this thing. This is the 162nd anniversary of Alice in Wonderland's original telling. It was on July 4th in 1862. That strange man, Lewis Carroll, it's not his real name, folks, but I didn't actually memorize his real name because he didn't want to put it on the book, so I didn't remember it. But what we did is what we are doing is we are celebrating that occasion here at Tuesday Tea on Thursday. So this is a spun out tea party. This is a spun out ostrich right here. He's 120 years old. If you didn't meet him on your way in, he was teaching people how to make fairy floss, which is what he got lost in 120 years ago. Yeah, it's the 1904 World's Fair, but his story isn't the one that we're getting into today. That will be at another tea party, and I hope you folks could make it to another Tuesday Tea on Thursday. This one is about Alice in Wonderland. So we're going to get right on into this book, and it would really be a privilege if you folks would read along with us. So, soon you will see it on the screen, right here. And what we'll do is we'll go ahead and read this. I will start us off, and maybe you want to come up here and give us a hand. We're going to go ahead and choose along. This is a choose your own adventure, and you get to help us choose. So if you would pull out your phones, because at certain times here, we're going to go ahead and scan the QR code that comes up on this TV. So you might need to get a little bit closer, and to read it anyways, you might need to be here a little closer. So, most books are about other people. This book is about you, all of us. And I'll just read it right from here. And a girl named Alice in a place called Wonderland. What happens in the story depends on what you decide to do. Do not read this book from the first page through to the last. Instead, start on the next page and read until you come to your first choice. Decide what you want to do. Then turn to the page shown and see what happens. When you come to the end of a story, go back and try another choice. Every choice leads to a new adventure. Wonderland is a magical place, but it's also topsy-turvy. You never know what's going to happen next. If you're ready to go ready to go to Wonderland, turn the page. We're doing that. I chose that one for us. All right. Does anybody else like to read a page from the book here, or you want me to continue for now? I'm going to continue, okay. It is a lazy summer day, and you are sitting by the bank of a peaceful river enjoying the sunshine. A swan gracefully glides by, and you watch until it is out of sight. You sigh and lean back against a tree. You are feeling happy and drowsy. You close your eyes. You are just dozing off when you hear someone shout, "Wait!" You open your eyes and see a girl running by. She looks as if she's chasing someone. You jump up and run alongside her. "Where are you going?" you ask. The girl looks at you in surprise. "I haven't got time to talk," she says. "I might lose him." "Lose who?" you ask. "Who are you chasing?" "The white rabbit," answers the girl. You are about to ask her why she is chasing a white rabbit when she cries, "Look! He's going in that hole!" And without another word, the girl crawls out into a hole nearby. You don't know what's going on, but you want to find out. "Wait for me," you shout. You crawl into that hole, too, and find yourself falling through space. But you are falling in slow motion. Presently, you notice that you are floating past cupboards and shelves, clocks and mirrors. Maybe you could grab for something and break your fall. Or you could let yourself continue to float downward. If you make a grab for something, make that choice. If you let yourself continue to fall, make that choice. We've got a couple of moments here with this choice, folks. Please go ahead and make the choices wisely. This is our only opportunity to make this choice.
Nice.
All right, has everybody made their choice? Hi, Johnny. A whopping 89.5% of us have chosen to continue to float downward. Holy moly, we're going down, folks. All right, so. All right, so we're going to let ourselves continue to float. Taking a second to float down, I can see. We're having a small technical difficulty, folks. Have you ever had one of those? My goodness.
We have technical difficulties in the Wi-Fi, so stand by. Anybody want some tea? $1 tea? If anyone has an empty cup, I need an Alice.
Alice has some wonderful tea here, folks. In the meantime, we're just getting this thing dialed in.
Does anyone have an empty cup that would like to try some from Dollar Tea?
I feel like that's the only way to see that.
let technology catch up to us, because that's the thing about technology. It needs to catch up. So, thank you for your patience. We are still floating down. As you recall, thanks to all of your choices for that. So you float down and down until you land with a thump at the bottom of the hole. You look around for the girl, but she's nowhere in sight. In front of you is a passage with doors all along it. You run to the end and reach another passageway. This one is flooded. Now where did she go? You say aloud. Through my keyhole, into my garden, says a doorknob. A talking doorknob? What the heck? Alright, turn to page 10. I'm turning to page 10. It would tell us over there, but technology is still behind. Thank you. Thanks, Mikey.
That was this guy.
Thanks, Tyler. Yeah, so here's that talking doorknob, and Alice is there. Alice is here, too, so this is a really fun thing. Actually, Alice is in the picture, but hey, we're still in front. Okay, there's a picture. You jump with surprise. A talking doorknob is surprised as we are. But you recover quickly and say, "How can I get into your garden?" "Just wish you were there," says the doorknob. "I find it's much simpler that way." You can't believe it will be that easy, but you close your eyes and wish anyways. When you open them again, you find yourself in a beautiful garden. "It worked," you cry. Just then you see the girl again. You have both shrunk to the size of the flowers in the garden. "Hello," you say. "What's your name?" "Alice," answers the girl. "Alice is right here. What is she doing in this book?" At that very moment, the white rabbit runs by, and he's all dressed up too. You ask Alice what she wants to do. Follow the rabbit, or forget him and go exploring. What do you think we should do?
Follow the rabbit.
Dang, this is great. You guys are killing it. Alright, so we're deciding to follow the rabbit, it sounds like. We need to do a raise of hands, anybody? Everybody wants to follow the rabbit. Another choice would be go exploring. That doesn't sound fun. We're going to follow the white rabbit. So, alright. Page 14. Alright, so we're following the rabbit. Sorry, we have a special guest that I have to make sure knows that we're running 5 minutes behind the schedule. Okay. You and Alice chased after the white rabbit. We're back online, folks. Technology has caught up with us. And we caught the white rabbit. So, you and Alice chased after the white rabbit. He runs down a path and into a small house, all the while saying, "Oh, my fur and whiskers, I'm late. I'm late." Man, I have this same thing going on right now. We're a little bit late right now. So, you were just about to follow the white rabbit into the house when he dashes out again. "Don't just stand there," he calls to Alice. "Go inside and fetch my gloves." What a rude rabbit. Alice is so surprised that she runs into the house to do as the white rabbit asks. "Wait for me," you yell. You and Alice look everywhere, but you can't find the white rabbit's gloves. "I don't think we're going to find them at all," says Alice. You can't find the gloves, but you do find a cookie jar able to take one. We're definitely going to take one, I think. The cover is on tightly, however, and you will have to work to get it off. From outside, you hear the white rabbit call, "Hurry, please! Seconds count! The queen will be very angry if I'm late." You don't want the white rabbit to get in trouble, but as Alice said, you probably won't ever find his gloves. And you are hungry. Should you stop to eat some cookies, or should you keep looking for the gloves? Alright, I think you can scan again. So if you wanted to scan, we could try this scanning mechanism here. Go ahead. QR code is up, folks. Be quick about it. So far, the jury wants us to eat some cookies. Oh boy, we're gonna eat the cookies then. Alright, so, if you would, young little bruddy, this is astronaut music, by the way. This is a real privilege to have him running this PowerPoint. He's usually running some dope tunes. If you haven't heard astronaut music, you need to be listening to my boy here on SoundCloud and other things. So, to the right. All right. What page do we have to go to? I forgot already. 22. Page 22. Thank you. After some twisting and turning, you get the cover off the cookie jar. You are so hungry that you gobble up 2 big cookies before you offer one to Alice. That is so rude. Alice is nibbling on hers when you notice that the house has gotten smaller. No, you are getting bigger. It must be the cookies. Hey, we told you folks, sugar is not good for you. We're really not trying to sell you sugar. We don't do that. Fairy floss is not for sale because it's just spun out sugar, folks. And the floss boss won't let us do that because we don't want you to get lost in the floss. So we don't sell fairy floss, we just give it away. We will show you how it's made. We are trying to find an alternative to sugar that will be made into fairy floss. But for right now, we don't want to promote the consumption of sugar. There's already plenty of organizations and groups that do that. Check your labels. There's plenty of sugar put in where you're not even expecting it. So it was definitely the cookies making you bigger here. Alice, help, you yell, as your head pushes the roof off of the house. You are so big that there's no more room for Alice in the house. Are you kidding me? With Alice looking so nice, you're gonna kick her out of the house like that? She runs outside and looks at you helplessly as you grow up and up. Oh, why did you eat those cookies? This is all on you folks. You made us do this. Why didn't you just take one as the label said? Will you ever shrink to your proper size? You hope you won't be quite this big when you wake up from your dream. The end. We play our music. We're big forever. And we get to dance about it a little bit. Randy, come through the music. group activity. I'm really grateful that you all participated. And we're still big, folks. All of us are really big these days. It's definitely the berry flock. Possibly the sugar.
They cover it. I mean, yeah, they don't do the big players, but that's like a super famous. Red Wine?
I still don't think the video is going to work, but I'm sorry, I'll take it. Attention here real quick.
I think you have to hang it. It is. I didn't find out until last year.
None of that. door shut because it is super noisy. Thank you again, everybody, for coming. We're about to transition into our community showcase. So we have a lot of very talented people in this area, and some of you have signed up to share your talents with us. But first, we do have a special guest here, all the way from San Diego, a good friend of mine who has joined us for tea. So the Thompsons come out with me quite a bit. They like to talk about butts. They are a couple of good friends of mine that have butts where their faces should be. If you haven't seen, they're looking for their son. There's a whole episode about them on South Park. You guys can go ahead and watch and learn about the Thompsons. But the Thompsons join me every activity that we can go out to so that they can help me talk about cigarette butts. But instead of them, we have Dr. Novotny himself here to share about cigarette butts. So if we could give Mr. Novotny, Dr. Novotny, your undivided attention for just a moment.
Hello, Colorado folks. I'm calling in from San Diego, and it's a pleasure to meet up with you here like this. I can't see anybody. It's true.
There we are!
Now I'm starting to see people, so that's great.
Yes.
You look wonderful. I don't know what you're doing there, but you look great.
We're having a tea party and the technology doesn't want to work with us, so.
Well, that's okay. Let me just talk. And, Nick just said, come and talk about my favorite issue, which is cigarette butts, which I know it sounds pretty weird. I was actually a real doctor at one point. And I think I got into this issue of tobacco on the environment and its impact on the environment kind of as an offshoot of having taken care of a lot of people with tobacco-related diseases, and it's still with us. You know, this epidemic, even though it's much less than it was, say, 50 years ago, we're still seeing lots of people, hundreds of thousands of people every year in this country die from tobacco. And, you know, so we know a lot about that. We know what to tell people, how, you know, what to do to quit, and what to do to perhaps not start. But it's, you know, it's still a challenge. There's still, you know, like tens of millions of people in this country using tobacco. So, you know, even with all of the interventions we've done, you know, there's still this challenge that we face. And one of the things that I wanted to try to do was to take a kind of a different look at it and think about joining up with the environmental concerns that, especially here in California, you guys have in Colorado, can join up with our concerns for the health issues surrounding tobacco use. And so what we know is that now, tobacco use, and cigarettes in particular, but also e-cigarettes that get discarded, can be a health and an environmental problem. And what that does is it alerts people to perhaps some new ways of addressing tobacco use. And it still, you know, breaks my heart when I see people smoking because they know so much. And people know so much about being addicted to nicotine, and yet they still don't know what the product is made out of. Now, when I say that, I think maybe you folks know, but most people, and we know this from surveys, don't know that a filter that's on about 99.7% of all cigarettes sold in this country, 95% around the world, is made out of cellulose acetate, which is a plastic. It's a plant-based plastic. And that means it's non-biodegradable in the usual sense. It'll be great if you space it up into small pieces, but that means it becomes microplastics or nanoplastics. And the bad thing about it coming from a tobacco product is that it has captured a lot of the hazardous chemicals, toxic hazardous waste chemicals, including nicotine, which is actually classified as toxic hazardous chemical. It used to be used as a pesticide, actually. And these things then can leach out of the plastic, whether it's the intact filter or the microplastics, and leach into the soil. So it may not sound like a lot coming from a cigarette, but it is something that, when you think about 5.8 trillion cigarettes sold around the world every year, and maybe 2/3 of them, maybe half of them are dumped into the environment over the last 60 years with these filters being laid on all cigarettes, you start to think that maybe there is going to be some impact on human health as well as just the environmental degradation that might ensue. So this is something that I've been trying to point out, work hard at, and now it's getting attention. Getting attention from places like the California Department of Public Health, where we've gotten grant funding to set up a Center for Tobacco and the Environment here at San Diego State University. And we've been doing research on the toxicity of tobacco product waste. For instance, we did a study of EPA kind of protocol to test for toxicity of a product waste that gets into the aquatic environment. And what we found is that one cigarette butt sitting in water leaching out the chemicals can kill half the fish that are exposed to it over a period of a few days. That means it's the length of those 50 is one cigarette butt in a liter of water. Anyway, that's one of many studies that have now been taken to understand the toxicity of tobacco product in the environment.
Doctor, can I have you share a little
I
bit
hope
about...
you're able to hear me. I'm getting an echo. I'm not sure how that happened.
We can hear you. It's probably because it's delayed. Technology is really chasing us today. I was wondering if you could briefly tell
I'll
us...
just keep talking and ignore myself.
Well, give me 2 seconds, Doc. Would you briefly share about what you're doing with the UN plastic treaty? And then we're going to have to take off in about 3 minutes, if that works for you.
Right. Okay. Yeah, okay, so this is an important thing. Not just at the World Health Organization, which is part of the United Nations. There is a treaty now being negotiated among countries all over the world, like 196 countries, to come up with some answers to plastic pollution. And of course, there's all the macroplastics, the bottles and the gyres in the ocean that are really of great concern. But the most common picked up plastic item in the world is a cigarette butt, the filter. And so what we're trying to do is a coalition of anti-tobacco groups joining into this treaty negotiation is to convince the countries that are going to agree on the treaty that they should outright ban the sale of filtered cigarettes. Because it's a ubiquitous, toxic, hazardous waste product that has, the filter has absolutely no value in terms of health, certainly not in terms of protecting people from the hazard of smoking, because it's basically there to sell cigarettes. And that is something else that we want to get rid of. So the idea is to try to bring to the front of the negotiations, include this product, along with other plastic products that have absolutely no value, in terms of humankind, to be outright eliminated as part of the upfront agreements that countries can make. This would be a big deal. It's an uphill battle, but there's a lot of interest in doing this now. I think in other jurisdictions here in California, it's been tried 3 times at the state level, and we'll eventually get around to banning filtered cigarettes at the local level. And that's perfectly acceptable to do under the FDA's regulatory authority, by the way. So it is something that can happen. But it requires raising the level of attention to the fact that the filter is made out of plastic. 2, that it doesn't have any health protective value. And 3, that it's such a common and widely dispersed hazardous waste product that just continues to accumulate over time. Those of you who've done any butt cleanups, you'll realize that it doesn't just go away by picking it up. It has to be stopped with upstream interventions such as banning the sale of filtered cigarettes. I hope that makes sense.
I think I'll take it from here, and we are so grateful, Dr. Navani, for your time. Can I get a big thank you from the crowd here? I hope our applause is coming in loud and clear, and
I'm barely hearing you.
it's probably technology once again. We just did a nice round of applause for you, and we're very grateful for your time here today. I know it's delayed because I can see it on the screen.
Great.
All right, buddy.
Thanks for inviting me. Any questions I'm easy to find on the internet or SDSU, send me a note. I'll be happy to answer.
And I'll be sure to share with them, Dr. Navani. Thank you so much. We're applauding again. Appreciate you. Thank you.
Fine now.
See you. Signing off. Thank you, everybody. So we started Tuesday Tea in 2017 on Wednesday, and the real reason behind it is to inspire people to pursue their best selves and positively act today for a brighter, more beautiful tomorrow. Just by showing us how you do it yourself, folks. This is a choose your own adventure, and we're following you as the model. So in 2017, I started to get some really bad anxiety about cigarette waste. I didn't know what the heck to do about it, so I started dressing up in panda costume and going out and grabbing butts in public. And I made a lot of really great friends doing it. And then we started getting together, and we would go out and grab butts together. So Tuesday Tea on Wednesday is a lot more than just having tea. It's about community and making this world a better place by making yourself a better person, and in turn, making us better people by coming out and showing us your best self. So thank you to all of you for doing that today. I see it in each and every one of you, and I'm really grateful for you all being here. Like I said, our next activity is a community showcase, community showcase. So a lot of you are very talented and have things to show us, but some of you signed up to show it. So those of you that did sign up, please step on up to the stage, and we're going to do our best to figure out technology and make all those things happen. So, I know Aaron's got something cool. You want to be our first? Yay! I also want to let you guys know that we did make fairy floss floats. We are selling those. Even though they do have some sugar, we are trying to limit the sale of sugar. But this does have some sugar in it. We're not going to sugarcoat it. We are working on. The boss is upset with me, the floss boss himself. We do have cones as well. It's delicious green tea ice cream. So please be sure to try it. And in the meantime, what do you got, Alex? Yeah.
I've looked everywhere and I don't have a star female. I got like 6.
Do you have a ticket? Tickets? You. The guy in the full shirt? Gotta go. Already had several complaints.
Difficulties managed here, folks. As you know, technology just doesn't keep up with us.
Are you guys staying for the show? No? Staying for the show? Staying for the show. Who's staying for the show? I need to see tickets for the folks who are going to the show. We'll bring it to you.
Hi, Johnny.
You just walk over. Yeah, I could probably.
We do this down in like 5 minutes.
Hey, what I heard about my you should get your ID and grab it.
Alright folks, we have our first performer. This is Rosnick, and it's actually spelled in a really cool way. It's spelled in leet speak, and I don't even know how to spell it. That's how cool it is, folks. So we'll let the choice speak for itself.
You want to grab your ID out of here? Andy, they're not here for the show. You're not, you guys aren't staying for the show, right? You're staying for the show too. Got it. No, they're leaving. Hey guys, is anyone else staying for the show that has not got a wristband in their ticket scan? Then you don't count. Still want to see Andy for your ID.
One thing I do want to share is just something I think about a lot after I've heard it, and it's like expression is one of the greatest forms of nutrition. It's one of the best ways to connect with yourself.
I got dingers. Watch it. This man's got dingers. Watch that.
Sir, you
Not forever.
I'm a big fan of this. I got one.
Alright, everybody, I'd like to welcome Big Quincy to the stage. We represent a very similar movement as far as like where silliness meets seriousness. So, you know, it's all about like finding your inner whimsy and your inner child and hugging it and not being afraid to let it out. So it's really important. Our first thing that we do is our imagination, so if you have it, keep milking it. It's good for you. This is Pete. I'm Pete. I'm Pete. I'm Pete.
This is Beluga. Hi, everybody. I'm Beluga.
This is Boga. He's a bit of a snot.
I make puppets. These are all puppets that I make. And we got a funny story to read for you. It's really silly. I found it at the thrift store. It was a thrift store score.
But this book has no pictures.
No pictures!
You want pictures? Go somewhere.
Yeah, but it might seem like no fun to have someone read you a book with no pictures. It probably seems boring and serious. Here's how books work. Everything the words say, the person reading the book has to say. They have to say it.
No matter what.
That's the deal. That's the rules. So that means even if the words say...
Or.
Wait, what? That doesn't even make sense. Wait, like what? This is the kind of book I wanted to read? And I have to say every word the book says? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm a monkey, and I'm taught myself how to read. And I'm reading you, this book with my monkey mouth and my monkey voice.
That's not true. I'm not a monkey.
Yeah, rabbit.
I'm sorry. Girl, about tonight.
What? In my head? Your head. Your head.
Now, wait a second.
I don't even like pineapple pizza. What about blueberry pizza? Is this whole book of shit? Can I please stop reading?
No.
No? And now it's time for Booger to sing you his favorite song.
Do I really have to? Block, block, block. My face is a box. I ate for breakfast right off of the ride.
What? This book's ridiculous. Can I please stop reading?
No.
There's more pages? I have to read the rest?
My only friend in the whole wide world is
Boo-boo butt!
Boo Bop.
And also, I'm reading this book to the best kids ever. All of you.
All of you.
In the whole entire history of the whole wide world.
Oh, yeah.
And you guys are the smartest kids too.
Cervantes. Share your book and challenge. This is a real good tea party, eh, folks? Everybody likes their Tuesday tea on Thursday so far? We're doing okay? Mikey J, would this be a good opportunity for you to take the stage, my friend? Yeah! Like I said, we're very blessed to have a lot of talented friends here today. Mikey J being one of them. Thank you for coming.
Put it back. We got called to be
You'll give your attention to Mikey J here next to the floss box.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you all a story. Story time, baby. Get back. So yeah. Hi everyone. I'm Mikey J. It's really nice to be here with you all, and honestly one of my favorite hobbies today. I'm honored to take this stage during this beautiful gathering, and with my time, I'd like to share a story that is very special to me. Some of you who know me may know that I moved here from Paris, France, and that's where this story begins. I moved to Paris after failing out of my first year of undergrad. I was lost and searching for direction in life. Initially, it was mostly just fun and getting acquainted with a new city and a new life. But as my first year there passed, I started to get more involved in more meaningful opportunities, meeting some incredible friends along the way. And one experience that stands out was when I took on a photography role for a humanitarian group, providing direct aid to Muslim refugees in the inner city camps of Paris. This work felt purposeful, especially given the political climate at the time. In 2016, Trump came into office and enacted a travel ban targeting people from 7 major Muslim countries. This Muslim travel ban deeply affected us as we witnessed its impact from afar. Feeling a strong sense of responsibility, my fellow expats and I decided we needed to do something. With the content we had documented of the most wholesome interactions with refugees, we knew we had a responsibility to speak up, even from across the Atlantic. What happened next was truly amazing. We created a Facebook group for a gathering near the Eiffel Tower, where we planned to make signs and raise our voices in solidarity. We had a blast organizing this event. We all met at a cafe and then took it to an art studio. We drank espresso and wine all fucking night and made signs with all of our homies. We spread the word through our networks, inviting friends and posting in local Facebook groups, and went to bed that night excited, but honestly unaware of what was to come. The next morning, our phones were flooded with notifications. The expected attendance for our event had skyrocketed to a staggering 10,000 people. We caught the attention of international media and even the then presidential candidate Emmanuel Macron. Being part of such a powerful, historical event was mind-blowing. And that day, I realized the true power of the people and how it is key to defending ourselves from those in power. This realization led me to move to Colorado in 2018 to pursue a degree in environmental studies. When I arrived, I had little experience with this beautiful music culture, but that changed quickly. I fell in love with creators like Charles I, fucking rest in power, and Grizz, whose influences here run deep. Their music spoke to my soul, and the communities they've built gave me this chosen family I had long searched for. I've seen these artists inspire so much good in us, reminding us that the power to change has always belonged to us. So now, I'm excited to announce my recent admission to CU Masters of the Environment program, where I'll pursue a master's degree in environmental public policy. I plan to study the connection between the music industry and our ability to create systemic change. Studies show that all you need is around 3.5 of the population actively participating in a movement to ensure serious political change. So I believe that by leveraging our community here in Denver, we can bring about significant fucking change. Change that reflects our values and dreams, not those of a select few. Together, we can change our city and even our nation, and if we dare to be bold enough, the fucking globe. As the saying goes, those who are crazy enough to believe that they can change the world usually are the ones who do. I hope you all join me as I embark on this journey to lead us into the bright and beautiful future we all fucking deserve.
Okay, the Lost Boss really appreciate you, dog. Folks, like I said, we are absolutely privileged today to have you all here, have such great, talented folks and people that are actually taking their destiny in their own hands, and I love seeing that. I want to thank you all again for joining us for Tuesday Tea on Thursday. The Floss Boss only talks to me. I am the captain of his ship, Captain No Cap'n, Nick Phillips, and we really appreciate you. I speak for us both here in Spun Out Public Benefit Corporation. The Spun Out Public Benefit Corporation is a new thing. We just launched on National Cotton Candy Day, December 7th of this last year. Our mission, and you can find this on the Colorado business page, is to provide transformational offerings like Tuesday Tea on Thursday and Fairy Floss and these other great things that we will be sharing, like read-along records. The Floss Boss will be having his own origin story brought to life here soon enough. You guys will get to read it, and the record will help you read it as well. Read-along records coming to you soon, Spun Out recordings. But we're creating transformational offerings that create, I'm trying to remember the exact wording. So our mission is to provide transformational offerings that provide empowering employment opportunities in a sustainable and responsible manner, while giving a third of profits to mental health, harm reduction, a culture of consent, and positive activism for a brighter tomorrow. That's our mission. That's where a third of our money goes to, and that's where all of our energy goes to. Right now we've chosen 4 nonprofits to help us with that mission. We'll be giving a third of our profits at the end of the year. We got to start making money. It's really what we have to start doing. We do have t-shirts for sale. We have some really good Fairy Floss clothes. We got stickers for sale. But we're making money so that we can do cool things like this and give money to Crown the Foundation. Mikey J brought up the late Charles I, rest in power, brother, and they're already doing some great things at the Crown the Foundation. They're giving out great rehab opportunities for folks that are lost in the floss, like the Floss Boss was, in their own floss way. Let's be real. His is sugar, other folks have other stuff, and we're very supportive in folks' path in getting out of the floss like the Floss Boss did. So they're also doing some other cool stuff that you guys should be tuned into at Crown the Foundation. We've chosen Positive Legacy, which Cervantes Masterpiece Ballroom supports here. It gives musicians and fans an opportunity to bring their money together to go out and fund really cool projects around the world, like things like water shortages, different things around food insecurity, and much more. Check out Positive Legacy and consider giving a donation to them. We're also giving money to Dance Safe. Dance Safe, you may or may not have seen at your favorite festivals. They're out there checking to see if your floss has been contaminated with other things that shouldn't be in there. That's a message in and of itself. Shouldn't be in there, folks. Check your floss and make sure that your floss is all right before you consume your floss. That's what Dance Safe is out there teaching us, and they're out there helping and giving out fentanyl strips to make sure that isn't in your floss, because that would be a damn shame. And they're also helping raise awareness to a culture of consent. No means no. It's very simple. It doesn't have to be a difficult thing. And Dance Safe is out there making sure that you know what's up. So thank you to Dance Safe. Again, check them out. They're doing way more than I could even speak about on this stage fast enough. with your guys' wonderful attention. So check out Dance Safe and consider making a donation there as well. So Crown the Foundation, Positive Legacy, Dance Safe, and we're not going to leave our family out on the streets while we're driving around having fun with the Floss Boss in his house and home office, if you will. We're making sure we're giving money to Colorado Coalition for the Homeless. They're out there advocating for the rights of our brothers, sisters, and other community members that choose are gender fluid and gender non-binary. Sometimes I struggle with words, especially during tea time. So making sure that all of our family is seen and is being taken care of. The Colorado Coalition for the Homeless, I actually went and advocated with them on their, I'm forgetting the words, but it's when we went to the state capitol and it was lobby day. So Colorado Coalition for the Homeless did a lobby day. I had the chance to go out and share with my senator and my House of Representatives person a little bit about what the Colorado Coalition for the Homeless is doing. And I really encourage you to check that out as well. They have a website where you can make donations to their cause and learn a little bit more about what they're doing. It's really important that everybody is seen and represented, and that includes our friends outside. So thank you everybody for being here at Tea, Tuesday Tea on Thursday. Thank you to Greg and River Beats and the whole Shift family here at Cervantes. Thank you for Cervantes. Hosted Tea Party as part of this experience. So I know that Greg and his team have put together a really epic night of music for us. Sam Binga, Mnemonic, and a bunch of Despise, and Jump the Gun, who is actually even more Cervantes fan than you would even know. He's been in the box office for a hot minute taking care of your tickets and other questions, and he'll be treating us in our eardrums with some really dope sounds here tonight at Shift Thursday. So keep coming, because Greg's going to keep putting on a good show, and we'll be doing Tuesday Tea on Thursday for future Shift events, so stay tuned for those. I wanted to see if anybody else had some stuff. I know I wanted Astrodot to play a song for us, and he brought this sound system out, boy, you better treat us. And if anybody else had it,
If you don't have anybody else, I would love to.
well, you get to go next. If anybody else has some stuff they would like to share with us, I think we do have a little bit more time for a few more presentations. So sick, we got it back-to-back with Rainbow Boy here to Astronaut. Yeah, he said sold, baby. We've got Fairy Floss available. It isn't for sale, folks. The Floss Boss wouldn't do that to you. We're not trying to get anybody lost in the floss. So it's not for sale, it's for sampling. You get to make it yourself. We'll just teach you how to do it. That's the real fun about Fairy Floss. So we'll help you out over here on the left while Astrodot and Rainbow Boy get ready to bless us with their music. And again, thank you everybody for coming.
Nick, what's that 120-year-old bird you were telling me about?
He's over there.
Not
a little lost in the line.
Then I'm officially, like I'm starting my
How many people do you think would be acceptable?
Would be unacceptable?
One per employee. So that's okay.
Okay, cool. All right, everybody, it is officially
we're not legally
a little bit after 8:08. You know, we're running late as usual, but I want to call your attention back one more time to say one last thing, a little closing ceremony. So thank you again for coming to Tuesday Tea on Thursday. All of you that were able to make it are super appreciated. Maybe didn't get a total chance to give you a big hug and say thank you. Some of you I didn't get to learn your guys' names yet, and that's something that I'll be able to change because I'll be working the rest of the night. You'll be able to see me tending behind the bar. I'll be doing the ice and taking the trash out and doing all that fun stuff. So please say hi to me. I'll be running around like a chicken with my head cut off. And I just wanted to do a little bit of moment of silence for the people that couldn't be with us because, like we mentioned, Charles I is no longer with us. And this community in particular just lost somebody that's very close to many. I didn't actually get to know Jessica in person quite as well as I wish I had the opportunity to before she left this plane. So I wanted to take a moment of silence for those that aren't with us, like Jessica McMillan, who we recently lost in a tragic house fire. So shit happens super fast, faster than we could know, faster than we could go down a rabbit hole in the fun stuff, and it's really serious. So as silly as I look, I want to take a serious moment. You can, if you feel like saying somebody's name, if you've lost somebody that we don't know that isn't here with us, please feel welcome to do that. Otherwise, we're going to take a couple of moments for silence as we close our Tuesday tea and thanks.
Josiah Cowes.
James Dupler.
Nathan Graves.
I'm thankful for each and every one of you, for this time that we get to share together today. This moment is the moment that matters the most because it's being shared with you guys, and those moments that we've had with our beloveds and our friends and those that we didn't have close to us but really impacted us. Those people still are with us today and are carried in our actions and our words and the things that we go out and do in this world. So be sure to tell people about Jessica McMillan's art because it's super awesome, and I wish we were going to be able to see new pieces, but we're going to be able to enjoy those old pieces. And same thing like Charles, we get to enjoy his music that he left with us. Those friends that you guys mentioned, they're going to live on with you and with us in different ways, and I'm thankful to get to know them through you and your spirits as we continue to live on this plane together. So let's keep rocking and rolling, keep having a good time. Please don't get lost in the floss. Message from the floss boss and myself. Whatever the floss may be, his is sugar. You guys know what yours is, and we'll leave it at that. Thank you again for coming to Tuesday Tea on Thursday. We'll be doing this once a month before shift, and follow us at spunout.fun for more updates and more shenanigans as we go along. I love you all. Thank you. I gotta also do a big shout out to my Alice for taking care of the tea and so many other things behind the scene. Alice has been running around. I can't believe her hair looks so nice still with all the madness that's been going on. So thank you all. Take care of yourselves until next time. And yeah, be sure to try some fairy floss, friends. staying tonight? Are you hanging? Yeah.
Ben. Nice to meet you. Oh, thank you. Yeah, happiest things around here, maybe. Yeah, you know, I wish I could tell you.
Okay. I'll keep it for like 10 minutes, like 10, 15 minutes in there. 15 minutes